Hello YouTube, Doubler Dave here with my assistant Nikki. We are doing part 8 of our cargo trailer to camper build. My usual cameraman Robbie is in New York visiting family. He took his van up there, so I am working with my daughter Alyssa, who's 11, who is my cameraman today, or camera girl. So we haven't got a lot done. I've been in between jobs the last, maybe 5 weeks, so it's been a little bit slow. But I've got a different angle for you guys. Um, One of the things I want to do is subscriber comments, which I've gotten quite a few, and I try to touch on like the major bases. Tell me what you guys want to see. I will be more in depth. I can go back and show you a little bit more in depth what we've done with the camper build. So subscribe, comment, and let me know what you want to do. And I am cheating this weekend. I made some notes because, like I said, I'm trying to make a video every week and trying to do what we got to do. But if there is something that you want to see that we've done that we didn't touch enough on, comment and let me know. And that's what we're trying to do at this point, is go back and do a little bit more in-depth comments on a lot of this stuff. One of the comments I had was trailer weight. When I was in high school, I was not very good at math, but I've gotten better with it when I have an application. And one of the comments I had was a gentleman's got a Nissan Xterra 4-cylinder. He can do 3,500 pounds. He wants to know what is the weight. I'm going to base my numbers on Diamond Cargo's weight factor. He asked me, well, how much weight did I lose by doing this? How much of It's tough. I did do a lot of research, but let's start in the beginning. My trailer that I bought from Diamond Cargo was a 1,300-pound trailer without the rear tailgate. Well, that gained me, I want to say, about 150 pounds. So I lost 150 pounds, so we're like looking at 1,050 in weight. The factory trailer also came with 3/8 plywood. I googled how much does a piece of 3/8 plywood weigh, how much does a piece of 1/4-inch plywood weigh, so I gained another 100 pounds there. It's very tricky trying to figure out how to get it to work, but ultimately, like I said, my goal is under 2,000 pounds, which it will work. But like I said, if you have any questions about how we've done stuff, we're going to do a 12-volt video part later in this episode. But yeah, as far as the trailer weight goes, I can break it down for you. I will give you my email address, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you one-on-one, because it's different for everybody. The scenarios are different, but I'm more than happy to talk to you on one-on-one. So we covered that. The next thing we're going to talk about is trailer lights. I did something a little bit different. I'm obviously doing the 12-volt lights, and I am trying to do some creative stuff with the trailer underneath. Most people, it's a trailer. Basically, I'm trying to make it a little bit more custom, and underneath the trailer, I have mood lighting. It's like more or less like ground effects if you were a car guy, but we're doing ground effects. And I'm going to try to do that on a video. I'm not sure how well it's going to show up because of the lighting, but we'll see how that goes. The next thing we're going to talk about is tires. I've watched a lot of videos, and evidently tires is a big issue. Most of your manufactured trailers, they put very cheap tires on. If you do 60 miles an hour, you'll probably be fine, but I've watched a lot of videos and it does not work. They unfortunately come with really cheap tires. Yes, you bought a brand new trailer, brand new camper, get good quality tires. Maintain the air pressure. I know I touched on this on a couple other videos, but maintain your tires. That is the biggest thing because it will cause a lot of problems. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the 12 volt because I've had some questions about the wiring. So we're going to do some 12 volt and we're going to go over what I've done with that. And Alyssa's going to help me with that. Alright, so here is going to be the next part of the video. We're going to talk about some 12 volt wiring. I'm doing a 27 series deep cycle battery, and I have a charge controller from Harbor Freight, which is I believe a 1.5 amp hour charger. So to distribute all the power, I've had everything pretty much planned where everything's coming down the back, and I bought a fuse block from Advanced Auto. So I've got my 3 circuits here. All 3 of them are going to be 10 amp breakers. I still have the option for 3 more, but what I basically did was I ran the power to the main block, and this is my ground block. It's not quite what it's supposed to be, but it is going to work. So basically I have 3 circuits. One of them is going to the front. It's going to feed my exhaust fan, my interior lights, and the exterior light. And what we're basically trying to do is make sure that you have fuses, breakers, some kind of a safety. The other thing I also had to do was make this basically kind of like a vehicle. Most of your cars are a negative ground, which means your frame is the ground. Which, in order to try to do this, I did the same thing. One of my things I wanted to do was be a little bit creative, something different. Was I wanted to make the trailer be able to have the running lights working. So what I did was I wired in a switch where when we're at the campground, my running lights are going to work. So it was a little bit of a project, but all I had to do is basically ground the frame over here to get a negative ground, and I fed the power also to all the running lights. Now you have to be careful because now you don't want to have it hooked up to your vehicle at the same time because it's going to feed back and you're going to blow fuses in your vehicle. This will work when you're not hooked up to your vehicle. This is what I'm trying to do. Not hooked up to your vehicle. And I have my running lights, and it gives kind of like a mood lighting. It gets some attention. It's a little bit of a custom deal. But the whole thing is to make sure that everything that you do has a fuse in some way, shape, or form as far as safety. And like I said, I've got a 1.5 amp charger on a 27 series battery. This thing will work all my lights. They're going to be LED, and it should work. And if you have any questions about more in depth, I'd be more than happy to do it. So, in the meantime, God bless. Happy 4th of July. And if you have any questions, please comment, subscribe, like, and we'll go from there.